What's up everybody? Welcome back to the BTR Garage. My name is Justin. In today's video, we're upgrading my 1994 BMW 325 IS, getting rid of the old dingy tail lights with the amber and clear lenses on them and upgrading them to a more modern look with a smoke style lens and the red brake lights. We're going to show you what we've got and go ahead and get started with the installation process and show you how they look. Take a quick look at what we have. These are some taillights that I purchased off of Amazon, I believe. You can find the links for those down in the description below. So a nice clear red taillight with the smoked upper, and the rear of the taillight housing is just like the OEM one, so everything fits and aligns just like the OEM, so a direct replacement taillight. And taking a look at it next to our OEM taillight, obviously we get rid of that ugly looking amber left corner and then the plain clear in the upper right. I feel like the smoke in the red matches much better with the wrap on my BMW. So we'll start off by popping the trunk on the car and taking a look at what we have going on in the back of the taillight. As you can see, I have everything numbered here, so the light bulbs marked on the back of the car with a corresponding number, just in case I lose one or misplace one or put it in the wrong area. I know where they go, and obviously pointing out our plug that we have back here and then the 4 nuts that we're going to have to remove to get the taillight out of the car. So we'll start off by removing the light bulbs from the back of the taillight. Now, you don't actually have to do this if you don't want to. You can leave them in there and still remove the taillight itself, and then what you would do is just swap the bulbs over from the old taillight to the new taillight back on the workbench or something like that. But in this video, I'm actually removing everything while it's still in the car. You have a little bit more leverage while everything is bolted up to the frame of the car. So we'll get the light bulbs out. We're going to remove the plug on the back of the taillight, and then we'll grab our 10mm socket and start removing the 4 nuts from each corner of the taillight. With the nuts removed and the plug disconnected, you can then come around to the backside and pull the taillight away from the frame or the body of the car. It should just pull away pretty easy without much hassle. While we have the taillight out, we're going to go ahead and clean the body of the taillight housing out. Just get all of the dirt and junk that might have accumulated there over the years and wipe it nice and clean. Installing the new taillight is simply the opposite of taking the old one out. We're going to line up the threaded posts on the taillight with the holes in the body of the car. It's a little bit snug going in because we have a brand new weather seal, of course, so you might need to give it a little bit of pressure to get it pushed into place. Thread the nuts back onto the posts on the new taillight. We're going to snug them down by hand at first while pushing on the taillight from the backside just to make sure it's snugged up nice and good. Then we'll grab our 10mm socket wrench again and start tightening the nuts down. Now you don't want to overdo it when tightening down the nuts because the posts on the plastic taillight can be a little bit fragile, so don't over tighten it and pop those things out of there. So just get them nice and snug. It doesn't have to be super tight. Once we have the nuts snugged up on the back of the taillight, we can then start reinserting our bulbs into the back of the taillight. Now these things can be pretty tricky. It might take a few attempts to get the bulb to get lined up properly and get snapped into place. If you need to, you can actually use a pair of pliers to kind of help them get twisted into place, but again, you also don't want to force it too hard because you could potentially snap something in the back of the taillight or the bulb housing itself. Take your time, be patient, and eventually you'll get them snapped into place. And then lastly, what we're going to do is just connect the plug from the wiring harness back into the taillight itself. Now all we have to do is simply repeat the process for the other side. I'm not going to show the other taillight because, well, it's exactly the same. So once we have both of them swapped in, we'll go ahead and jump in the car, test the lights out, make sure everything works like our brake lights, our nighttime and daytime running lights, and of course the blinkers on the car. Now with everything all wrapped up, we'll go ahead and show you some before and after shots of the taillights. So there we go, new taillights for my BMW 325IS. These will fit just about any E36 coupe generation. Make sure to check fitment for your car down below. A relatively inexpensive upgrade and simple to install. Changes the look of your car quite a bit. I'm liking these on my BMW. If you guys have any thoughts, comments, or questions, like always, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. Stick around for more videos coming up very soon. Stay safe out there. I am checking out. Talk to you all next time.